Good evening, everyone. Tonight we're going to talk about building up the basics. We're back to basics on how to play out a suit contract. We will be doing a couple of these, and then towards the end of the month, we will start doing no trump play out as well. And what I want you really to see is how easy it can be if we make a decision before we embark on the play as to which is the hand we're going to make the good hand. One hand becomes the good hand, only one. And it's usually the master hand, the one with the long trumps. That's the one that's usually what we're going to set up, everyone. So, for anybody that came in late, I'll repost the hands for you. I think there is one that came in late, and the hands are there 1, 2, 7, and 12. 1, 2, 7, and 12. Any others after we've discussed these? I'm happy to go over them with you. Right, I'm going to share the screen and we'll go over the bidding. And if there's anything that you're not sure of as far as the bidding goes, I'll stop before we start play. You must ask me. It's important that you ask me first before we play. So let me share the screen with you first, and then we'll decide on that afterwards. Okay? I'm just going to get onto sharing the screen. One moment. Right. Okay. Coming up. Hand number 1. This is the hand we're going to share and talk about. Hand number 1 today. I think all of you can see it. North opens the bidding with 1 heart. And East passes. I do not overcall a 5-card major unless I have at least 2 of the top 3 honors. So on this particular hand, you should definitely pass the East hand. And now looking at the hand, we have 10 high card and a 6-card suit. When we have a 6-card suit and 10 high card, we can bid at the 2 level and bid 2 diamonds. 2 diamonds does not guarantee a 6-card suit. It could be a 4-card suit, but we really want to tell partner we have 11 or more points. And it's going to go pass. And partner has 2 suits. Now, normally we always show the second suit. I believe in showing at least 9 cards, 5 hearts and 4 of another suit. But because we are not that great in point count, I don't want to go past the 2 level. I'd rather bury my club suit and just show my 6-card heart suit. And now, after we bid 2 hearts, partner has a fit with us. Ace Doubleton makes us a golden fit, an 8-card major suit fit, and bids 3 hearts, invitational, and says, partner, I'm with you in hearts. And now you add 5 for the void. You have a void in spades. Having a void increases your hand enormously. Now, I'm sure some of you had come in with a spade bid on this hand. I don't know how many of you did, but the contract should be 4 hearts. I don't sacrifice at all, not vulnerable. I've learned my lesson many, many times. I do not sacrifice at all, not vulnerable. Are there any questions? I'd like to know if anybody had come in with spades and if they all got to 4 hearts. Are there any questions? Any questions on this hand? No questions? None? Okay, good. Right, so we're going to get the lead, and the lead on this hand would be the 4 of spades, the 4th highest from one of the unbid suits. I do not lead from queen 3rd, ever, ever. The chances are I might never see that queen again. So 4th highest from your longest suit would be the right thing to do on this hand. And now we've got to make a decision. Which is the master hand? Now the master hand is the one with the long trumps. And in the heart suit, it looks like we're going to lose 2 tricks. There's no question about it. We have 8 between us. There are 5 missing. When there's an odd number missing, 3, 5, or 7, they will break favorably. For us having 5 missing, they'll break usually 3 and 2. We have no spade losers. In the diamonds, we've got all the diamond tricks, but we're looking at 2 club losers. Now, we could throw away those 2 clubs on all our diamonds. So our main priority on this hand is to draw trumps. So we're going to ruff the first trick. And now we're going to play a heart. And play back another heart. And try and get all the trumps to fall together. And now there may come back a club being the weak suit on the table, knowing that there's no future in pursuing spades. They've got none. And they most probably will come back the weak suit on the table, which is the 2 of clubs. 4th from an honor. Win the ace of clubs. Now, I do not want you to do anything else but get rid of that last trump. And the reason we want to get rid of it is that we still control the club suit. And now we can throw away our club losers on the diamonds. So let's give them their heart. Normally, I don't use a trump for a good trump. But here is a situation you definitely want to give it to them. And now whatever they come back, it doesn't matter if they come back the queen of clubs, which they should come back, with the doubleton left. Now you can take care of all those diamonds and get rid of your clubs. So we never worry about these ugly trumps as long as we get them to fall together. Remember the percentages. An odd number missing allows us to expect 68% of the time to break favorably 3 and 2. And we'll use the queen of diamonds. We'll throw one club away. We'll use the other diamond to throw the other club away. And then we can make 5. And we will not go down. Now, the reason you're giving them the last trump is very important. If they trump your 3rd diamond, you're going to go down and lose 2 club tricks. And that is the main reason why you want to give them their trump so you can go to work while you control the club suit. Are there any questions on this hand, everybody?
Hey, Linda, just for your info, my partner was playing North, got scared of the trump suit, didn't lead it, and we went down 1.
Oh, we could
Exactly
never
what you were
go.
saying.
Yeah, you've got 11 tricks to make. The thing is this, as long as you're controlling clubs, I don't normally give a trump for a good one, but here you've got to do it because you've got this lovely long suit to run. And you want to get rid of those 2 losers with your long suit. So it's very important to draw the trumps and just let them fall together. People get very scared of ugly trumps. Never be scared of ugly trumps. When you've got 8, play for a 3-2 break. You've got to get them to go together. It's your only hope.
So, Linda,
yes,
you play the ace first? Is that what you did?
Absolutely. And then another one. And then another one.
Okay.
Sometimes there may be king, queen, doubleton, and now your jack can draw the last one.
Okay.
I've seen that happen too, but not on this one. Just give them that last trump so you can get rid of those clubs on all those beautiful diamonds.
All right.
Any other questions? Okay. Well, that was easy. It was not that ugly. Sometimes king, queen of hearts could be doubleton. I've seen it happen. But sometimes we really have ugly trumps, and you must never be scared of them. I'm never scared of them. As long as we get them to fall together. That's the whole thing. And we've got to learn our percentages. Our percentages are that if there's an odd number missing, they will break 68% of the time favorably for you. If there are 3 missing, they'll break 2 and 1. If there's 5 missing, they'll break usually 3 and 2. And if there's 7 missing, they usually will break 4 and 3. And I use this all the time for making extra tricks. in a hand. Often you want to make long suits, bring in tricks. Doesn't have to be the trump suit. Okay, let's look at hand number 2. The dealer is East, and East is going to open 1 diamond. We do not have enough for 1 no trump, so we open our longest minor, and it goes past my South. And now we always bid up the bidding ladder. 1 heart. Our whole purpose is looking for that 8 card major suit fit. And now we have a 4 card spade suit. I know it's anemic, but I really believe you should bid 1 spade up the bidding ladder. Partner could have 4 spades. And now, West. West knows we have an 8 card major suit fit. And West has an opening hand. So it's West's duty to take this hand all to game. Add 2 hands together. Now, this is one of the biggest issues I've encountered teaching a lot of beginners and upcoming bridge players. They are too scared to add their hand and their partner's hand and know there's a game. If you've got 13 and partner's got 12 is 25. It is your duty to take the hand all the way to game. And that is where we should be, in 4 spades, in our 8 card major suit fit. Are there any questions on the bidding?
Linda, so why would you not go to 3 no trump?
Well, 3 no trump doesn't have a play at all, none. And I'll tell you why. If you look at the hand together, and they're leading a club, obviously, they're long suit. If they lead a club and you get out 1 trick, we've got to rely on the hearts to break or the diamonds to break. Well, we've got 4 diamond tricks and 2 clubs are 6 and 3 hearts are 9. You have 9 tricks, but you can make 10 tricks in spades. So wouldn't you rather make 10 in spades and make 9 in no trump? Huh?
Okay.
You can't make more than 9 unless the hearts divide favorably, which I'm not expecting to do. Remember, we said if there's an even number missing, which is 6, they don't normally break. The 32%, they'll break 3 and 3. So we should really be in a suit, a 4 card, 8 card major suit fit. And what are we going to lose on this hand? Well, in the spade suit, we set our percentages of 5 missing are 3 and 2, 68%. In the hearts, we've got no losers. In the clubs, we've got no losers. And in the diamonds, we have no losers. They're going to lead a club. Automatic, 4th highest from their longest suit. Okay? And you can win the trick in either hand. I think I'd win it here. It doesn't really matter. There's no such thing as second hand low by declarer. It's only by defenders. And now it's your duty to play your trumps and get them to fall together. And they'll win the jack. And they'll play back another club. And you'll play another trump. You should overtake that spade. It is your duty, knowing that the ace, king, and queen are the same value. Why do we put the ace up on the king? I'll tell you why. Because when you have a master trump, it is your duty to not leave the declarer with extra trumps. Let's draw a trump from each hand. That is number 1 rule. Don't leave them with extra trumps, please. Now you can take those extra trumps away. But it's not going to matter on this particular hand because we know there are no clubs. So what we don't see, we don't play. So the only thing we can come back is a heart. And I would come back the 8. I do not have an honor. If I play the 2, I guarantee an honor. So I'll play back the 8, and they'll win the ace. And the rest is theirs. They'll get the diamonds out of the way, which is important, not to block the diamond suit. You've got 3 diamonds opposite 4. Play them now, get them out of your way. And then play the jack. So you can still go back to your hand with the king of hearts. Now we can go back to the high card from the short side. And now we can enjoy our king of diamonds and throw away a heart, and the rest are ours. How many people played this hand in 3-no versus 4 spades? That would be very interesting to know. And these are really ugly trumps. But get them together, everybody. Have you any idea how many people played it in 3-no?
I do not. My partner, we were north-south, and our opponents played 4 spades and made it.
Good. And if you have a look at the heart suit, north, if they were playing it, got to keep parity with dummy. If they've got 4 hearts to the queen, you've got to keep your 4 hearts to the 10. Whatever you do, don't throw away 1 heart, otherwise they'll make an over trick. So they can only make 9 tricks in no trump. Only 9, no more, no more. I'd always rather play in an 8-card major suit fifth than gamble in no trump. I've seen a lot of people gamble in no trump. I actually had a player when I was playing Jacoby transfers, and I was unbalanced. And I transferred, and then I bet 3-no and gave my partner the option. And my partner with 4-3-3-3 only thought of himself. He never thought about me, that I might be unbalanced, and thought, oh, well, I'm going to make it. I'm 4-3-3-3. I think I'd rather play a no trump, and we got a 0 because we make 5 of my major if he would just support me because I was so distributional. So it's very important that we find that 8-card major suit fit and not just think of no trump all the time. Okay. You've got 17 high card points and a 5-card major. Not the most beautiful major, but we have to open 1 heart. Pass by West. And now let's look at North's hand. North's got a 9-card major suit fit. Not an 8, but 9. But we're not that great. It is up to you to decide what you want to bid on the hand. I would never go jumping to 3 hearts on a 4-3-3-3 shape. When you've got no roughing value and your hand is this shape, I think 2 hearts is good enough. I would bid 2 hearts on the hand. The jack of clubs is not worth very much, so I would bid 2 hearts. Some people might decide they want to bid 3. 10 flat points, I don't think so. There are good 10s and bad 10s. And I will tell you why they are bad 10s. Queens and jacks are bad 10s. Aces and kings are good 10s. So on this particular hand, you should really back off and not upgrade this hand to a 3-heart bid. 2 hearts is really good enough on 4-3-3-3. But let's look at South's hand. South has a singleton. And that singleton becomes 3 extra points now that we reevaluate. So we don't only now have 17, we've got 3 for our singleton, which is 20. And now we bid 4 hearts. And that really increases our hand enormously. Once we find a fit, we go to game. No messing around on this hand. And now we have to find a lead. Well, the safest lead on this hand looks like the 10 of diamonds. No one bid diamonds, and it is a sequence. I much prefer to bid a sequence. So that is up to you. And now we've got to make a decision. Before we play a suit contract, now I've got a lot of lessons coming up until the middle of April, where we're going to learn how to play our suit contracts. And you're going to hear me, I might sound pretty monotonous, but quite honestly, you've got to know one hand in a suit contract becomes the good hand, the master hand. And the master hand is usually the one with the long trumps. You're going to hear me say that all the time for all the hands we're going to play. So looking at the hand in the heart suit, we have 9 between us. We have 4 missing. The percentages of the hearts to break, 2 and 2, with an even number missing is only 32%. Only 32%. Therefore, hopefully the hearts break 2 and 2. Hopefully. We may lose 3 heart tricks. In the spades, we have a singleton. So we have no spade losers. And don't become a finesse-aholic just because you want to practice finesses. Forget it. An ace is a trick. So never practice that finesse. No spade losers. In the diamond suit, no diamond losers. And in the club suit, no club losers. The worst scenario is if the hearts break 3 and 1. But if they break 2 and 2, we can make 11 tricks. So let's take our first diamond trick. It doesn't matter where you win the trick. And play a little heart towards the 10. And they're going to put up the queen. And the king's going to take. Wow. Well, they're not going to come back a diamond. They're going to come back the club, the weak suit on the table. And you're going to win the ace. You could write it to the jack, but you don't have to tell them you've got everything. I never tell people everything about my hand. And now we play another heart towards the 10. And there go our lovely ugly trumps converted into 1. We got the 2 in one side, the 2 on the other side, which is against all percentages, and we got them to fall together. And now our ugly trumps became great because we only lost 2 trump tricks, and the rest are ours. We're going to make 11 on this hand, 11 tricks, everybody. Are there any questions on the hand? Any questions? Now you wonder why I said don't take a finesse. I teach a lot, and I see so many people want to practice these so-called finesses. Never lose a singleton to an ace. That is a trick, everyone. Okay? Any other questions? I hope you all did as well as I'm doing tonight with these hands. Right, hand number 12. This is the last lot of our selection, and then I can answer any questions you'd like to ask me. We have 12 high card points, but we have a 6-card heart suit. And our 6-card heart suit has no honors, but that doesn't matter. We have to open a 5-card major. So we're going to open 1 heart on this hand. West opens 1 heart. It's going to go past by North. North cannot double. North has 7 points. Do not count that king of hearts. You cannot double. You need a full opening hand to double the North hand. And now East is going to show support with support. We have a 9-card fit. We know you've only got 5 points, but with that extra trump, your hand gives you that extra point for 6 points. And having that extra trump, you must bid 2 hearts. You cannot pass this hand. And now it's going to go pass. I don't think this hand is really good enough to make any other bid. Even if you added 3 for your singleton, your partner showed you 6 points. And you have 12 and 1, and that singleton's worth 3 is 15, and 15 and 6 does not make a game. So we will pass. But there is my bridge religion, that if they fit, we fit. I never pass at the 2 level when they have found a fit. Irrespective of vulnerability, you will never see me pass this hand out, ever. We have to balance everybody. And this is part of balancing. I've done some really good hands on balancing at the 2 level when the bidding is ready to die out. We are never passing 2 hearts. We're going to come in with a double. Now, I never doubled the first time, but my second time when I double, I'm bidding on my partner's hand, but I'm promising my partner, I can take any suit you bid, partner. So it's going to go pass, my east, and you now have to bid a suit. Well, you've got both minors, and I think you'd rather bid the clubs because you'd like the lead of a club and not the lead of a diamond should they compete to 3 hearts. So you should bid 3 clubs. That's the suit I'd like led, not a diamond suit. But let's talk about the West hand. West is far too good with an extra trump and that singleton club, and West is now going to go to 3 hearts. And now we've done our job. We want to push them 1 up and hopefully go 1 down. And that is our main priority about balancing at the 2 level when the bidding is ready to die out. Are there any questions on this bidding, everybody? Any questions?
Good question, Laura. Linda, would you double in south after the 2 heart bid?
Never. You know why? You guarantee that you are short in hearts and your values are outside their suit. And you've got 6 of your points in their suit. Never. My points have to be outside that heart suit to come in. Now, that's a very dangerous situation. That is called the indirect seat. Number 1, the opener can have up to 21 points. I am not in the balancing seat. I don't know where the opener is going to go. So I tread very, very carefully in the indirect seat when the left hand is undisclosed. I only come in with a double in these circumstances where I have 15 high card points, 15, not less, and shortage, a singleton in their suit, and all my values are outside the suit they open. That is the only time I come in with a double in the indirect seat. Otherwise, I pass. I'm not in the balancing seat. My partner will balance for me. So never come in with 6 of your points in their suit. Okay?
Thank you.
Pleasure. Any other questions?
I have a question.
Yes.
So you said clearly that you wouldn't have doubled as North in the first round.
Never.
In our game we did, so be it. I hear you, but so I heard that you don't think that's strong enough because you don't count the King of Hearts, but like just curious for other hands, what is your rule for how strong you should be to double? One friend told me, oh, if you have 3 in opponent's suit, you should have 13 points. If you have 2, 12 points. Like I've heard that rule. And if you have a singleton, 11 points. I'm just curious what your rule is for.
Right. My rule about takeout doubles are minimum 11, usually 12, high card points, and shortage in their suit. I will not double on anything less than that in the second seat because I know I have a partner who will balance me later. I would never double with less than 11 maximum. I mean, I would never start with anything less than that just because of shape. Never do that. Minimum, usually 12. But my points are outside the suit. I will never double on this hand. Never. Never. So you should keep that guideline, and I'm going to tell you why. How will your partner ever know when they can leave the double in if they want to convert it to penalties? So partner's got to have some parameter as to what is your takeout double. If your partner can guarantee that when you make a takeout double that you have 12 or more high card points and all your points are outside, and they want to convert the double to penalties because they happen to have the trump suit, they could feel comfortable leaving it in. But if you're going to waver over this kind of situation, and I understand what you told me, I don't believe in it at all, where you make double just because of the shape, now partner might not know, and partner will not have the confidence to know what is my partner doubling on. So you should keep your parameters as definitely 12 or more shortage in their suit, and then partner can know exactly what you're doing. But you can't waver here and there just because of shape and decide to double. It is not on. Okay? Let your partner get confidence in you. Keep your takeout doubles for 12 or more. Unless 11. That's the absolute minimum that I will make a takeout double on. Okay? Does that help you, sir? Does that help you?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, good. Now we're going to play. And the safest one to lead is the jack of spades. We've pushed them one up. I love to push. I push always. If they fit, we fit. Remember that. Now, sometimes you don't have tolerance for 3 suits. So sometimes you have to come in with a 5-card suit just because you can't take another suit that partner bids. But generally, you must balance. Please look up my notes and hands on thou shalt not let the opponents play at the 2 level when the bidding is ready to die out. Okay? Now, looking at the heart suit, we're missing the ace, the king, and the queen. We have ugly trumps. But why did West go to 3 hearts? West went to 3 hearts on the law of total tricks. My partner promises me 3. I have 6 is 9. I'm prepared to go to the 3 level. If I only had 5 hearts, I would not be at the 3 level. So let's look at it together, everybody. In the heart suit, I expect with 3 missing, which is an odd number, to break 2 and 1. I think that would work well. We should lose only 2 heart tricks. In the spade suit, we are looking at a slow loser. That means if they gain the lead, they're going to knock out our second stopper in spades. Well, we don't want that to happen, because if we lose 2 heart tricks and a spade and the ace of diamonds and a club, we're going down. So let's look at slow losers versus fast losers. Once we have a slow loser, that means we're still controlling the spade suit. We need to look at an alternative line of play before we draw trumps, before we draw the children off the streets. And I'm not going to rely on the ace of clubs to be in the north hand. That's not going to work because my diamond suit will guarantee me a discard. So my diamond suit will guarantee me a discard. So we're not going to draw trumps. We're going to win the first trick with the ace. And we're going to play to the high card from the short side first. Little diamond. Ace does not have to come up. The king and the queen are missing somewhere. Second hand low. Put up the jack. And you win the trick. Come back a diamond. Play the 9. They play the queen. And now you win the ace. Now, when you took the ace of spades, you weren't sure who had the king and the queen, did you? Because always take the highest one. Don't take the lowest one. You'll be telling them everything you have in your hand. Come back the 10 of spades. And now you're going to win the king. Now your slow loser's gone. But we've taken care of that slow loser. We're now going to take the king of diamonds. And we're now going to discard our spade. Now. And that is how we get rid of a slow loser before we draw the trumps. Now we're fine. We can lose 1 spade. We can lose 1 club. And we could lose 2 hearts. So let's play now. We're in our hands, and let's play a little heart towards the jack. The king comes up. And the ace and the queen are the same. What are they going to do? Well, you don't want to overtake it because you want them to play a club. So don't overtake it. You can see the clubs on the table. Hopefully, they'll play the club. And they should come back a club. And what club do they come back? Well, when I'm holding this holding and I see the 10 in dummy, I want to help my partner. I don't want to play a low one and tell my partner I have an honor. I'd rather just play the queen and hope. They'll play the king. And you'll win it. And then you'll take your ace of hearts. Don't forget, when we have a master trump, always draw a trump with a trump, everybody. And now what are we going to get rid of? Do we want to play the club? I don't think so. They've got to have another spade. That's why they got rid of it, so we can come back the spade. And they'll trump it. And now when they play back a club, you can put in the 9, and they'll rough it, and the rest is yours. And now we lost 4 tricks. And we made 3. But there's many a time that I've got people to go 1 down by pushing them to the 3 level. Any questions, everybody? Okay. Are there any hands you'd like me to discuss tonight besides the ones we did already? Bidding, play, defense? Any hands, everyone? Please don't be shy. You can write it up in the chat and I will take care of it. Anybody want to show me any other hands?
Bidding on hand 5, please.
You want hand number 5? Okay.
Yeah, just the bidding.
All right. Let's get to hand number 5. All right. Let me try and get hand 5. Just the bidding.
Yes, please.
Okay. North's going to pass. You do not count voids, everyone. This is a fallacy. Just because you happen to have a void in clubs does not give you a license to open the bidding. We only count voids and singletons when we find a fit in a major or a minor. Pass. And East is going to open 1 spade. And now what should South bid? South does not have enough points to overcall 1 no trump. Only 13, not enough. If you had 15, you would overcall 1 no trump with a spade stopper. You've got a double spade stopper. So on this particular hand, I think it's mandatory that you pass. You cannot double. Why? Number 1, all your points are in spades. Number 2, you do not have tolerance for diamonds. You guarantee at least 3 diamonds in your hand and you've only got 2. So we must learn to pass. Even with 14 points, I've passed many hands. Please, you are not to bid on this hand. And now we have to bid on this West hand because partner can have up to 21 points. And our 1 no trump is just a point count. It has nothing to do with how many spades in our hand. We know partner has not got 3. We do not have 3 spades. You could be void in spades. You could be void in spades. So on this particular hand, we're going to pass far north. And East is now going to bid 2 clubs. East is going to tell their partner, look, I'm unbalanced. I need you to know I have 5 spades and 4 clubs. I'm a great believer in showing 9 cards to my partner when I'm unbalanced. I will never leave a no trump with a hand like this, with 5, 4, 2, 2, with 2 unstopped suits. You must show your second suit. And now looking at this hand, having a singleton in partner suit, you can now work out the following. Partner has 9 cards. Out of the 4 remaining cards, my king of diamonds is useless. My ace may help. That's a trick. But if I have the king of hearts or the queen of hearts, it's useless to partner. And I certainly prefer clubs. So on this particular hand, I would pass. And now it would go pass by West. And now this is the time you can come in with a double. The double now says to partner, but they found a club fit, but it's not guaranteed. If you're prepared to put your neck on the line, vulnerable against not vulnerable, you would double and say, partner, I have the other 2 unbid suits. Please bid partner. So that is entirely up to you. I'm vulnerable against not vulnerable. I'm not sure I want to double. But if you aren't vulnerable against vulnerable, I'll definitely double. So let's say you do double. And it goes pass. You're now going to bid 3 hearts. And now, what is the West hand going to do? Leave them in 3 hearts or go to 4 clubs? I think West with an ace and a king might bid 4 clubs and a 5-card suit and push them. What happened with you? And it went pass, pass, pass. What happened with you on this board?
So North did not double, and they ended up with 3 clubs.
Okay, not 2 clubs.
No, they ended up with 3 clubs. However, we're able to set them. So
You set them in 3 clubs?
yes.
Well, we've got lots of losers. You've got a club loser, a heart loser, and 2 diamonds. A club, a heart, and 2 diamonds, 1 down. Right. Okay. So let's look at this hand from this point of view if they had to play it in hearts. They're going to leave their singleton spade. And they're going to get a spade ruff. Okay. And now, what are they going to come? There's a lot of clubs against them. So I don't balance when have not found a fit. I never balance. I only balance when they find a fit. But some people do balance. I've seen them balance. A lot of people balance. But I would have never balanced because I know they haven't found a fit yet. He just gave a suit preference. There was no fit in this bidding. He just said, look, out of the 2 suits, I prefer clubs to spades. That means he's a guaranteed singleton spade or a void. And you set them in 3. How did they get to 3? Did they raise the suit?
Just second.
Because they should never raise it. Singleton spade, you should be happy to just get out. 1 club, 1 heart, 2 diamonds.
So it went. So it went. East bid 1 spade. West did 1 no trump. East came back 2 clubs, and then West raised to 3 clubs. That's
okay,
where
I would never raise with a singleton in my partner's suit. I would never raise that hand. Because you take off 2 extra points for a singleton in your partner's suit, everyone. You downgrade that hand. The minute you are short in your partner's suit, you should downgrade your hand and pass 2 clubs. That's my honest feeling. But a lot of people will double on this hand. I would never come in. I'm just showing it to you because people will do it. And that's how they all get into trouble. Any other hands? No more?
Yes,
hand-
Linda, could you do the, I guess, the bidding on hand 10?
Hand 10, sure. I'll do it with pleasure. Let's look. Okay. Right. East has 12 high card points. We're going to open our longer minor, 1 diamond. pass by south, 1 spade by west. And here is the situation that I want everyone to understand. When you are holding all your values in their 2 suits, you've got to understand that 1 spade is 100% forcing. It cannot be passed. Your points are in the opener suit. You don't know where they're going. You must pass this hand, North. You must pass. And over 1 spade, what does East bid? Well, on this particular hand, I would bid 2 spades, and I'll give you my reasoning why. Everything I tell you has a reason. And the reason I bid 2 spades is because I have an unstopped doubleton club. And as my first rebid, as an opener, I cannot bid a no trump. So my least alternative is to support you in spades, which never promises 4. And I certainly cannot bid 2 hearts, because when you jump over your first suit, it's called a reverse, and you guarantee that your first suit, diamonds, is longer than your second, and you've got 17 or more points. So this is the best alternative, is to bid 2 spades, which never guarantees a 4-card suit. It's going to go pass. And now, looking at this hand, I would definitely, without a doubt, want to most probably go to game. I've got a kind of a diamond fit. I would love to go to game. I've got 6 and 2 is 8, 9, and 3 is 12, and that extra trumps. Those extra trumps are worth 3 extra points. My partner took me for 4 spades, and I've got 6. I'm bidding 4 spades on this hand, with that singleton heart and the doubleton diamond. And they're going to lead the king of diamonds, most probably. I can't imagine them leading anything else. They haven't got the 10 of hearts. It could be a disaster to lead the queen of hearts. So most probably they're going to lead the king of diamonds, or they could lead a club. I don't mind which. So if they lead a club, I'm going to just give you an idea what will happen. If they lead a club, the 4th highest, I am not leading a club. I've got to tell you why. I've got too many points in my hand. And my partner's ready to have nothing. So I'd rather lead the king of diamonds. I really would. Okay, and they take the ace of diamonds. Now let's talk about this, everybody. Which is the master hand? The master hand is the one with the long trumps. Oh, and we're looking at no heart losers, 1 spade loser, 1 diamond loser, and we're looking at 4 club losers. So we need to take care of those losers, everybody. And how are we going to take care of them? Well, we look at dummy. Dummy can help us a little bit. Let's get to work, everybody. And let's try. Are you ready? Let's go. Do you want me to play it out for you? Because you only asked me for the bidding.
Sure, you can play it. Our bidding went a little differently, but okay.
How did your bidding go?
Well, my partner passed and didn't open as East. So
With 3 quick tricks. I'll never pass with 3 quick tricks when the king is with the ace. And you've got the jack of spades. Never pass that hand, never. Anytime you hold 3 quick tricks, and even if you don't have the jack of spades, you must open. 3 quick tricks are far better, 11, than 13 points made up of queens and jacks.
well, thank you.
That's what did it. So what happened? Your partner opened a weak 2 in spades.
Yes.
And that's the end of that.
That was me. That was I opened the week 2.
Oh, I would too. I would too.
Okay.
So
And
now with that diamond loser, I never discard a card I can rough in the dummy. That's a rule I want to give everybody today. Never discard a card you can trump in the dummy. Okay? So take your ace of hearts. If you don't mind, I just want to play it because it just looks like it might work. And take that king of hearts and throw away a diamond. That's a loser. Okay? Where are we? Hearts. Okay. Now my main priority, of course, is to trump my clubs. So play the 9 of clubs, second hand low, and they'll win the jack, and they'll come back. What are they going to come back? The Queen of Hearts? Maybe. They can't play spades, and you'll trump it. Now you're going to give up a club. You must give up a club. We've got to learn to rough our losers in the short trumps in dummy. And now they've got 2 choices. They either can come back the heart and hope for partner to get a trump promotion, or they can come back a trump. Well, coming back a trump's not going to solve the problem. It will stop one of them to go down. You could come back a heart, they could rough high, they could over rough and come back a trump, or you can come back a trump. So let's come back a trump. We are not taking a finesse. We're going to take the ace right now. Okay? And we're going to go to work right now. Take your club and trump it. Take a diamond and trump it. Take your club and trump it. And they can't over rough, right? Take a diamond and trump it. And now you'll just give them the king of spades. And now you'll make 4. As long as you rough with the short trumps in dummy, that is our main priority, everybody. And then we're making 4. I hope you enjoyed that hand. Any questions?
No, thank you.
Okay. All right. Okay, I think we'll stop sharing. I think everybody's ready to go. I'm going to discuss with you good trumps on Thursday. This time it was ugly trumps, and on Thursday we'll do some good trumps and how to play out a hand again, how to play out a suit contract. Thanks, everybody. See you later.
Thank you, Linda.
Pleasure.